feel like rain in the morning, giving me mixed emotions. You feel like, you feel like, you feel like, you feel like rain in the morning, giving me mixed emotions. You feel like, you feel like, you feel like, you feel like rain in the morning, giving me mixed emotions. You feel like, you feel like, you feel like, you feel like rain in the morning, giving me mixed emotions. You feel like, you feel like, you feel like, you feel like rain in the morning, giving me mixed emotions. You feel like, you feel like, you feel like, you feel like rain in the morning, giving me mixed emotions. You feel like, you feel like, you feel like, you feel like rain in the morning, giving me mixed emotions. You feel like, you feel like, you feel like, you feel like rain in the morning, giving me mixed emotions. You feel like, you feel like, you feel like, you feel like rain in the morning, giving me mixed emotions. You feel like, you feel like, you feel like, you feel like rain in the morning, giving me mixed emotions. How you doing, Miss Amelia? How you doing, Miss Carla? Y'all, I've been trying to come on a little bit earlier, and still ain't work out for me. I was smacking your face. I had the camera off. These popcorn is so delicious, y'all. You gotta try it. You gotta try it. It's so good. And I'm sorry I'm stuffing my face right now. I'm glad to hear you doing good, Miss Mary. That's what's up. Hold on, y'all. Hmm. Boom Chicka Pop is the bomb. Carla, see, look. Thank you, Miss Carla. I appreciate you, honey. Thank you. Y'all know I got my other thing on hand right here, but I hope y'all had a great day on today. The title is on tonight. When God take you from something, take you away from something, don't look back. You know, we all been Misty Gill in the house. Misty Gill, how you doing, honey? Pierre, what's up, Pierre? Misty Gill, how you feeling, hon? Hope you're feeling well. Pierre, where you been hiding at, Pierre? You been missing in action. Where you been hiding at? You just throw us away. Mr. Gill, too. We ain't see Mr. Gill neither. It tastes so good. I put in the chat on tonight, when God take you from something, do not look back. Now, we all been stupid once upon a time, y'all. I don't care if it's a relationship, a job, whatever. We always tend to go back to things that God wanted to depart us from. And the reason why I'm saying this, y'all, I find myself being very disciplined. Even when I was young, I was very disciplined. That was never the problem for me. But I have learned that in order for us to have the great things that God really got for us in life, we must obey what God say. A lot of time, you doing much better, Mr. Gill. I'm glad to hear that. Are you to your daughter house, Mr. Gill? Did you ever had a chance to go to your daughter house? Was it your daughter? Was it you or the other lady? Straight Talk with Living Purpose. Hello from College Park, Georgia. It's my first time in the house. Welcome, Straight Talk. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm sorry for eating in your face, but when God take y'all from something, do not look back. Okay? Always follow what God tell you to do. I had to learn throughout life. Even though I was disciplined when it come down to the sexual part, I was always disciplined in that area. I never had a problem with that. And the reason why I'm telling some of y'all, could this go for me too, which I don't have no problem with it. But I think, I don't think, but God just put it on my heart to come out and talk about this on tonight. Sometime when we go against what God wants, it doesn't work good for us. And I'm seeing where, first, let me back it up. They got ladies and men's out here, y'all, who are very sick. Okay. They're not telling these men, they're not telling these women they're sick. However, the case may go. And that's why it's very important to make sure you be with a partner who is very disciplined. The times that we are living in now. Where I'm from is real bad. It's real bad. I can say about a couple years ago, the high school where I'm from, about 85% of the kids in school had HIV/AIDS. Okay. High school kids. It's bad. It's bad. So the reason why I'm talking like this, because I see where, I don't know who it is, but I see where somebody is getting very tempted to go back to somebody who they left. You know, you got to be very cautious. Sometimes when we think we know people, we really don't know them like that. I can say, you know, I have experienced things in life to where I even with family member, I thought they wouldn't do certain things, but they did, right? Don't ever underestimate nobody, okay? Don't ever think nobody won't do X, Y, Z. Okay. We all expect people to be great people, good people. We all want to be with somebody who not gonna cheat, who not gonna run out on us, however you want to put it. I'm just trying to get my words together, y'all, because I'm still working on that. Y'all already know what's up with that. But you gotta just you gotta have faith. We was talking on this last night in the chat, how some of us went to God and pray and asked God to take certain desire away. Once you tap into anything in life, I don't care if it's smoking, drinking, once you don't introduce it to your life, it become part of you. So that means when the urge come, you got to pray it off. Don't just sit there and allow it to linger. You got to pray and ask God to remove it. I'm gonna say for me, when my mind is made up on something, that's a done deal. Okay. Don't ever let somebody trick y'all out of what God got for you. Our walk in life with God is not going to be easy. Some people we want to keep around and some people we don't want around. Okay. You got to kind of pick and choose who good for you and who not. People who want the best for you, they're going to understand. And you got to be careful of the ones who want to be in your life just to gain. Because I had a lot of people in my life who just wanted to gain. They didn't really too much care. They just want. So you got to be careful of these type people because you don't want to miss out in life on what God really had for you. This for a woman or a man. We got to start taking our life more serious. You know, I'm to a point in my life I want to be happy. You know, true happiness don't come to nobody until you do the right thing, until your mind is really, really made up. You know, I'm tired of being held back in life. I'm ready to move forward. I'm ready to get the ball rolling. I don't know, y'all. My mind just be going 1,000 miles per hour, honey. Look at Wonder Woman. How you doing, Wonder Woman? How you doing, honey? My mind just be going 1,000 miles per hour, honey. I just got to get over this hump, y'all, that I'm going through with these um wickedness right now, making me stumble over my words. I mean, just doing a lot, y'all, right now. But I'm still in the prayer. I pray to God, and that's where my faith lie, and I'm gonna stand on that more than anything. Have faith in God. Don't ever give up. When God tell you something, you better bank on it. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Trust and believe me, God did some wonderful things for me in life, y'all. I done told y'all a couple times about it. Shoot, half of the video I done deleted a lot of them videos, but God had did some wonderful things for me in life, and I knew He could do it for anybody, you know. But you must follow instructions. Straight talk, living purpose, and man, that's the truth. You better say so. Yeah, it's the truth now. Sometimes we don't never gain what we really want in life because we always cheat ourselves. We don't have faith, we don't believe, or we end up copping out. Sometimes we gotta pit people feelings us when it come to my life. I don't care who feelings I hurt when it come to my life. I don't care. That's my livelihood. That's my living. That's my all in all, baby. Because at the end of the day, when you set back and you worried about how somebody feel who truly don't have the same feeling, 5 years on went by, 10 years on went by, and you looking at your time like, damn, I don't waste all this time right here. I'm not doing it no more. Okay. We gotta be obedient and listen to God. I'm to a place in my life, I'm a single mom right now, y'all. I don't have anybody. I'm to a place in my life, I'm so scarce to be around men. Okay. Even though I'm disciplined in that area, I'm to a point, man, I don't trust, I don't really trust nobody like that. And I know I shouldn't be like this, but man, people are wicked. I'm to a place in my life right now, I don't even want no man inside a closed door with me. Put it like that. Okay. If anybody got to talk to me, anybody who I know, I meet you outside. You're not coming off in my house with me. Okay. That's just where my head space at. Because when God tell me to do something, I'm gonna do it. I'm not going against that. I don't care how long I know a person. I don't give a dang. I'm not going against what my father tell me to do. How you doing, Miss Tracy? Welcome, honey. Beautiful. Welcome, Miss Tracy. This thing want to keep knocking me off. Wonder Woman, how you doing, sugar? So when it comes to my livelihood, I don't care who feelings I hurt. Because I learned something in life, y'all. When you sit and you worry about how a person feel, when they truly don't feel the same towards you, it's going to piss you off when 10 years done went by and you still haven't fulfilled anything, nothing. Then you got to be careful, too, who you intertwine yourself with. Sometimes people come in your life to be a blessing, or some can bring curses. When you're not growing, you don't see yourself growing. You don't see nothing happening like that. After a while, you start losing money. You had money, then all your money start leaving you and be like, well, dang, Lord, what's going on? You got to be obedient. I've been in a place like that before, you know. Money start leaving, and you be thinking, well, I got enough to hold me over, and after that done going, it's like, dang, it's hard to get back up. It's gonna be very, very hard. It's not easy. That's why I tell people, like my niece, she do like bridals or whatnot, and I always tell her, I said, make sure you do the right thing. Whatever you do, you and your husband do not get off that ladder. If you get off that ladder, it's gonna be hard for you to get back up. I promise you, don't do it. Most people not gonna be honest. They prefer to see other people where they at. They're not gonna be like, look, make sure you stay on the ladder. Don't get off because it's gonna be hard when you fall. It's gonna be hard to get back up. So just do the right thing. Be careful who you give your money to. Giving your money to can curse your pocket to where it's hard for you to have money coming in. You be losing money. You got to be careful, man. Sometimes you got to tell people no, you don't got it. Tell people no, you don't got it. I told y'all the story, but my dad, I wanted to make sure he had grocery. God bless his soul, because my mom and dad passed away. But I remember my dad, I had wanted him to have groceries in the house, and I gave him some money, took him to the store or whatnot. And he came out, 2 pack of meat, I think, 1 or 2 pack of meat and a drink. And it didn't set well in my spirit. I haven't said anything to him. I said, that's all you want to get at the store, with the money I give you? He said, oh, yeah, it hold me until I come back. I said, okay. Later on that night, God told me to get up and go to my auntie's shop. I got something to show you. So I got up, went to my auntie's shop. He inside the shop gambling with the money I give him. That's why you got to be careful. Y'all know what happened. Y'all know why I went to the shop? Because I was giving him money on several occasions. My money wasn't coming in the way it's supposed to. I know something wasn't right. So I had to backtrack because I love helping people, right? And I kind of calmed that down too. And I tell y'all about that another time. So I love helping people, especially older people who can't help themselves. So I know my money wasn't coming in the way it's supposed to. So when God took me to my auntie's shop to show me why my money wasn't coming in the way it's supposed to, because he was gambling the money out. So when God blesses us with something, we got to be careful who we give our money to. You know, just by him gambling with the money I give him caused me to be stagnated for me getting money. So what I did was, since he had a gambling problem and I saw it with my own eyes, I started going in the grocery store myself. I make sure he had his groceries, and I make sure he had a couple dollars in his pocket. Okay. Where he couldn't gamble. So y'all, we just got to be careful. We just got to be careful. Welcome, Miss Tracy. How you doing, honey? You definitely have a good heart, beautiful love. Thank you, Miss Carla. And I'm trying to get myself back there, Miss Carla. You get what I'm saying? Times is rough, but I'm not complaining about it because, like I always tell you, I'm not embarrassed to tell y'all, my situation or whatnot. I'm not embarrassed at all because I know what I'm going through is not me. You get what I'm saying? But I always take one day at a time. I know how to limit things. You know, um, I just try to limit certain things I can do right now until I get back in my rightful place. But I promise, man, I always talk to my father and say I will not. When I say I will not allow myself to get like this no more, I will not. I promise you. Nope. Mm-mm. It ain't gonna happen no more. Don't allow nobody to trick y'all out of your destiny. Whatever God got for y'all is for you. Sometimes people will trick you out of your destiny. Okay? People will come to you and have a pocket full of money. It used to happen to me all the time. You know, I got a bill to pay. You don't mind if I do XYZ? See, God do things the way he wanna. Okay. I know this person was lying, but God told me to still give it to that person, right? I did what my father tell me to do. And when I sat back one day and I realized why he tell me, because sometimes it doesn't make sense right away. You know, he probably will come 2 weeks later and tell me the reason why he want me to do it, and I can actually see. It's like he training me, teaching me things. It's like he got me in school. He want to teach me something. So I'm learning to learn different emotions from people when they're lying. Um, God will tell me in the spirit they're lying. He'll tell me they're telling the truth. He'll tell me it's somebody but to knock on my door. He'll tell me why they coming. It's just a lot of things that God has really put me in my rightful place. Because you got to understand, I had prayed this gift off one time. When I say literally prayed it off, it was getting so dangerous to a point to where I could literally, if Carla come to me and Carla said, Miss Bunny, oh my God, I ain't know what my son at. I could actually get in my car and take Miss Carla with her son at. That's how scary the gift was getting. So one day I prayed and asked my father to take it away because I wasn't in a good place at that time. I just wasn't in a good place at that time. And I know um, I didn't want to be in a predicament I couldn't get out of. Me, getting angry or whatnot. So I prayed my father and asked him to take it away at that time. And when I prayed years later for him to restore it back, he didn't give me fully back. He gave it to me in pieces, pieces, pieces. So we just got to be careful, you know. Be careful who you give your money to. Be careful who come in your home. Be careful who you're around, even when it come down to your kids. Okay. I had people that I'm gonna say my younger daughter, my fifth, my well, she going on 16. My 16-year-old daughter was invited somewhere. And she came to me and she said, Mama, you don't mind if I go? I said, let me think about it. Even though the answer was going to be no, I still tell her, let me think about it first. And the reason why I told her that, because I don't want her thinking I'm just trying to shy her away from everything, which I'm not like that. Because I don't want her to be in her feelings. So when she came back to ask me 2 days later, I sat her down and I said, look, you can't go. I don't hide anything from my kids. Okay. Because my kids are part of me. I explained to her, it's a setup. It's not what you think. And I try to teach my kids that too. So whatever we learn as an adult that God show us, we got to teach our kids. It's not just for us, it's for our kids. Teach your kids, look, everybody not going to be for you. These girls want to set my daughter up. She understand after the fact, after I done told her, she didn't understood, she's still young, she want to have fun, she want to do this, do that. So look, slow down, man. God got more to offer you than this world. Trust and believe me. Some days I get on her about where she go to school. She just go to school throwing on wrinkle up pants, top. I said, look, you got a closet full of clothes. Why you want to go out there looking like that? Why? I just allow her to be herself, but I still teach her because that's my daughter. We all still got to teach our kids in spite of, but we can't lose ourselves in the midst of. We still got to pray. We still got to fast. We still got to go to our Father, but things, and sometimes God may tell you to do the most weirdest thing. It might don't make sense to you, but I promise you it makes sense to God why you got to do it. Let me tell y'all what happened to me. And I ain't never finished last night. I had bought me some kiwi from the store. I love kiwi, y'all, especially the yellow ones, right? I already done ate one kiwi at the pack. Now the kiwi was sitting in the kitchen for 2 days, only 2 days now, not a whole week or anything. So went back and I ate, not the same day. 2 days later, Yep, because I had it for like 3 days total when I bought it. So that third day when I went back, I ate two more kiwi. I started feeling very, very bad, like something ain't right. Okay. I know for a fact something was inside that kiwi. Nobody couldn't tell me different. I was home by myself. When I say it's undescribable, I can't even explain it. I sat down on my chair. My father told me to do XYZ right away. I got up. It didn't make sense to me, but I said, I'm going to do it, right? So I got up and I did what my father tell me to do, y'all. This is no lie. Within 10 minutes, within 10 minutes, all that kiwi I ate came back up out of me. God was cleansing me back out. In the midst of him cleansing me out, he was telling me you was poison, but don't worry about it. That's why I sit and tell y'all certain information can be very dangerous. But I'm gonna say this to say this because God gonna speak to all of us differently, right? Well, my father tell me to do XYZ, then it didn't make sense to me, but it felt like this is something I did before, right? So I did what he tell me to do. Y'all, this is no lie. I was home by myself and I've been like, I was praying. I was just praying to my father, like, Lord, like, why I'm going through this? I don't understand. Like, I don't bother nobody. Like, this is ridiculous. My father was telling me the whole time, don't worry about it. I got you. When I prayed, y'all, this is no lie. He says it's about to come out of you. Y'all, I had grabbed a towel. I went in my bathroom. I grabbed a towel and I laid down. When he says it's about to come out of me, I could have felt it. It was actually turning in my stomach like a blender, like turning, coming up. I could feel the thing from my stomach, my digestive system. I could have felt it like literally move. It was moving up and it came out. That's why I tell y'all all the time, don't put no faith in man, put your faith in God. I always put my faith in God, no matter what it looked like. I always been like that. Don't ever let nobody turn you away. When you got people around you that turn you away from God and what you know that God can do, they got you. Don't ever let nobody get you in a corner like that. Don't ever, don't ever throw your faith away from for nobody. I don't care who it is. I've been through things since I've been a little girl growing up to doctors injecting me with things that doesn't make no sense. To the hospital by myself. Nobody is there. I'm by myself. I remember that stuff. Then for me to be, older now, it's like, damn, I'm still going through with people. Listen, it getting so bad to where when I leave my house and I'm driving, I just want to be at peace. I can't even be at peace when I'm on the road. Some days I've been like, well, dang, let me just go to this place and just sit and chill in my car and just think. I like to think. Sometimes I don't even play my music. I just be thinking, talking to my father, but all is still well, y'all. Listen to your father. Don't let nobody tell you different than what you know. And I want to say this too before I forget. Be careful who y'all get information from. Okay. We living in times to where people are getting paid to spew lies, to perpetrate things that make it look like it's something that it's not. Be very careful. See, one thing about me, I can say me, nobody can't give me money just to make me do something. I turn it away. I had plenty of money that came in my face and my girlfriend hand and be like, just one time you could have that whole, nah, I'm good. I'm good. She said, shh, you crazy. You crazy. Like, she'll do it. She'll do it. He said, nah, I want you. I don't want her. I said, mm-mm. I ain't for sale. I'm sorry. She'll do it, though. You get what I'm saying? Nah. Mm-mm. It got to make sense to me. You get what I'm saying? Because when that, and I'm telling y'all this for a reason. So when that happened to me, that was years ago. I look at this guy and I be like, man, I said, are you kidding me? I ain't for sale. I would never do that. You got to find somebody who do that. He said, "Damn man, nobody, man, you don't let nobody hit it off. That's my business. I don't want nobody to hit it off. She'll do it. I'm pretty sure somebody up in there do it. I promise you they'll take that stack you got right now. But I'm not gonna do it." He said, "Man, I can't believe you turned, yeah, yeah, just like that. Yes, I'm turning that down. I don't want that. That's not my cup of tea. You got to find somebody who match that with you. You get what I'm saying? So I'm saying this to say this, y'all. It gotta make sense. Okay. If somebody want to bless me, that's different. You blessing me. But you just gonna hand me a stack because you want what? Nah, I'm good. Nah, no. See, I always been a person of respect. I always respect my body. I respect people. Until you piss me off, you're gonna see a whole new difference. But I always respect myself. So what I did, she had the money in her hand. This guy just come with me, you know what I'm saying? I bring you right back, whatnot, whatnot. Nah, I'm good. I'm good. I don't ever sell myself up because I know who I am. I might didn't have the proper understanding, but I knew I was something special by God. I knew for a fact. I always did things differently. If I'm around females who did the opposite, I try to talk them out of it. I don't never sit around somebody just to make them feel good and just don't say nothing. I'd be like, no, you more important than that. Don't do it. Some of them still did it. They grown. I can't. You get what I'm saying? But do what God said do. You will come out better. You're gonna win. You're gonna win. I had so many people that curse me out just because I want, tell them the right thing to do. You know. But I have grown to a point to where I have learned to wear my cries on my shoulder. I done got past that stage enough in life to where a lot of things can't break me down easily. But I understand that God was building me too. So God is building some of y'all. If you gotta cry now, ain't nothing wrong with crying. Crying really cleanses the soul. It make you stronger. It make you strong enough to where anything upon this earth not gonna even bother you. Is not gonna phase you at all. Don't be embarrassed. Whoever you are, don't you ever be embarrassed. It is what it is. You don't owe nobody anything. Nothing. That's why I don't like judging people. I always come on here and say, yo, I don't like judging nobody. Only time I pick judgment on anybody if they bother me. That's the only time because it's rules with everything upon this earth. Everything is rules. Because if you just go judging people and they haven't did anything, that judgment can come back on you. That's why I tell people we got to be very careful. Let people live, but in the process, teach them along the way. We don't have to judge nobody. We can always we learn from each other. That's why we here to learn from each other. That's the main purpose. And to get where we supposed to go to find true happiness. God really want us to be happy while we here. He don't want us to lack for nothing. The reason why we lack because we ignore the things that he really want us to do. We put people in front of what God really, really want us to do. We always put people in front of that. And I'm guilty of it. I used to do that all the time. Don't ever feel guilty. I don't care how your life been, where you came from. Do not feel guilty of your life. A lot of time I might say some things, hurtful things, but I don't like nobody hurting me. I'm human. I'm sitting here and admitting that. I don't want nobody hurting me, doing bad things to me when I know I'm not doing it to nobody. So I'm going to say hurtful things. I'm human. But I go back and I go and pray and ask God to forgive me, but that doesn't make it right. We can't keep doing the same thing. Once we done pray to God, just going back doing the same thing. God don't want that. God don't want that. That's not right. That's not right. So however your life is, just pray and ask God to get you out of whatever you in. You're gonna be just fine. You're gonna be fine. I seen a lot as a young child growing up. A lot. And I seen God did some wonderful miracles for people, even when they've been sick. When my mom was sick, y'all, my mom had 7 or 8 different internal illness, right? She was dealing with. It was fatal. But she never had no HIV/AIDS or nothing. None of that. Okay. Because I used to always wonder. So the head doctor sat me down, went through her medical in front of me, and he said, "I'm going to prove she doesn't have that." Because I always thought, maybe you have that. That's why you sick. Wow. Hold on 1 minute, y'all. Thank you, Lord. Thank you. Hold on 1 minute. I'm just gonna say this right quick. So my mom, she had like 7 different illness on top of illness, y'all. And I did all I can for my mom and dad before they closed their eye. I thank you. I thank you. I thank you, Father. Mm. It's great talk with living purposes. This is great affirmation. You're doing a great job expressing the topic of conversation. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Truth, thank you for sharing. You're welcome. And I meant to went back and tell y'all something on what I said a few minutes ago. And I'm gonna go after I tell y'all about my mother. Um, because I'm really, because I noticed my father didn't fully give me everything back yet. Because I'm not gonna say I'm not. I gotta just get back to the place I was. And I understand that. So if God give you a gift, don't ever pray and ask God to take that away from you. Gifts are beautiful. Beautiful. I'm telling you, man, one of my kids went through something and they didn't know what my child been at. God tell me I'm going to take you. I'm going to take you to that person house. And I didn't even know who the person was, where they live, and nothing, y'all. I'm just telling y'all this right quick. So I got in my car. God took me through every turn that he needed to take me and took me straight to the house. He said, "I'm gonna need you to take this dirt road." I said, "Well, see, not on this dirt road. You sure you want me to go down this dirt road?" He said, "Take this dirt road. Take this dirt road. And I need you to slow down." Because when I got down the dirt road, it was houses, right? So he said, "I'm gonna need you to slow down. That second house right there, go right there. That's the house right there. He at." So okay, I pull up in the yard. The lady been to the door. I'm just saying this right quick. So I asked my son been there. She said, "Yeah. He just left here. They just went up the road. They coming back." So that's why I'm trying to tell y'all. When you got your faith in God, don't ever let somebody tell you a gift is a bad thing to have. Okay, it's not bad. It's a beautiful thing. That's your guide. Your gift is a guide where you're gonna help others to where God wants y'all to go. I used to have dreams. I still have it every now and then. When war took place, God was instructing me where to take the people to safety. So when I see people tamper with this type stuff, it kind of get me upset because like how I tell y'all all the time is rules to everything. A lot of these rules on this earth is hidden, but it's inside of us as people. That's why we can't tamper with certain things. Let life go the way it's supposed to. Stop trying to tamper with people's spiritual realm or they physical or trying to hurt them or however the case may go, because that's your guide. If some of y'all don't have that God and y'all not tapped in the way you're supposed to be tapped in, where you gonna go? How you gonna know? How you gonna know what to do? You gonna wait for the news to come on? That news not gonna even know because the news is not really tapped in. Y'all get what I'm saying? The news is not there. They're not there when it comes to that knowledge. When it comes to God, it's not. I promise you, they're not going to have that knowledge at all. Hello, my Betty Boo. Okay. Betty Boo said, "Amen. Your gift from God is your guide." Yes, it is, Betty Boo. It is, and that's why I try to tell people all the time. That's a beautiful thing. Don't do what I did. Don't ever pray and ask God to take a gift away. Don't do it. I used to been so afraid, y'all. Let me tell y'all, if I need to know something, God would take me right where I don't care if it's out of town, y'all. I can go to a city I ain't never been, and God would take me straight to the place without me even using GPS. Okay? I'm telling y'all, several times, I'm gonna say it, but two times I got caught up when God tell me don't show out when I show you. When I take you to this place, don't you show out. I act a donkey. When I say donkey, when that lady saw me walking that morning, first thing she told me, she said, whatever you don't see, what you don't see, walk away. I ain't never told her why I was there. As soon as I opened the door, that's how I know God was using her. God was using that lady. Y'all hear me? As soon as I opened the door, that lady said, whatever you don't see, what you don't see, walk away. She said, promise me one thing, you not gonna act a fool. I lied to that lady, y'all. I said, I promise. She said, because I supposed to tell you to leave. I ain't never told her why I was there. She never saw me before. I'm from out of town. When I say I act a donkey, I act a straight donkey. She ain't never called the police. She ain't never called. That's how deep a gift can get if you being obedient. If you obedient, man, and you doing what God tell you to do, if you driving and he tell you to go that way and don't go that way and you listen, he's going to heighten your gift even more. If he tell you somebody but to knock on your door and 5 minutes later somebody knock at the door, you being obedient. So he is going to heighten your gift even more. That's why I tell I had this lady that came and apologized to me. She was an evangelist. And she said, oh, can you forgive me? Right? I know why she was saying it because God done spoke in my spirit. Why? Because she had been in tune with me, right? One thing about a gifted person, y'all, we don't in tune in people business, okay? Because you got to understand all information come from God. We don't just sit back and just be like, I wonder what Carla doing. That's not our God won't tell us nothing. He only let us know who we in tune with, who come in our in who come in our circle or around us, because he wants us to know who is who when they're around us, right? He don't ever let us invade in people personal business. Now, if Carla come to me and say, Bunny, you don't mind if I talk to you? I'm going through something. Can you give me a little insight? She asked me. She allowed me to be in her personal space so I can sit and talk to her. If she didn't did that, I can't invade in her privacy. It's gonna be blank. It's gonna be blank like it's something black there. I can't see nothing. Betty Boo, look at Dookie Duke in the house. Welcome, Dookie Duke. How you doing, honey? Thank you. Thank you, Dookie Duke. True, thank you. You welcome. Y'all, I'm sorry I've been running my mouth too much. When look at Wanda Clinton. Wanda, how you doing? How y'all make me miss Miss Wanda like that? Wanda, what's going on, honey? Welcome. Welcome, welcome. So y'all, you know what? I gotta be my purpose. Um, I ain't no playing this time because y'all know I used to like to laugh and joke with y'all and cut the fool and do other stuff, but no, I'm not doing that no more. I'm serious, serious. Okay. When God spoke in my spirit that I'm gonna be going through a very, very heavy attack to put my full armor on because I had really took it off, like being relaxed and when a laugh cut the fool. And I was thinking in my mind, with dang, I could relax now. I don't have nobody attacking me because I was attacked since a little girl. I never had time to really just enjoy life. Like, oh my gosh, y'all, it was like, oh, it's just hard to explain. But when God told me to put my armor on, I know what time it was. Spiritual warfare. I said, boy, here it go again. God, Lee. Soon as I get relaxed, but hey, everything's still all well with me. But I thank God he did that, y'all. I really, really appreciate my father. Because at the end of the day, y'all, if I didn't, I would have been dead and gone. This is no lie. And that's why I thank my father. So we just gotta understand and know the battles we need to fight when we messing with people. You gotta learn to fight the right battle. Because every battle not meant to be fought. My mom used to always say that. My mama went through the same exact thing. By the time I done had the knowledge I had, it was too late. You know? If I know what I know now, I could have had helped my mom, but maybe God had it that way where I couldn't. You get what I'm saying? Man, they had my mom so messed up, man. Man, they gonna suffer for that. Okay? Um, that's why y'all, when it come down to doing certain things, I don't mess with it. I don't care how much money you got. You can keep your money. That's just how it is with me. So don't ever let nobody turn you away from God on what God got to offer you. Because your destiny might be more greater than mine. Don't ever let nobody turn you away from that. Don't never let nobody tell you, look. Because I have people that been around me and cursed God. Straight up cursed God and did what. I would never do that. The worst thing anybody can do is blaspheme against God. Once you blaspheme against God, that's a curse. You can't come back from that. Oh no, man. That's the most worst thing any man can do. Man, my father would turn your whole life upside down. Everything, looks, anything you touch, anything you got going on, he would turn it upside down. But I always tell people it's not too late to love God, give God all the praise. You really ain't got to do much. Like back in the day when people had to go purge and do all of that, you need somebody to help you. When you give it to God and you isolate yourself, when I say isolate, that means you give up the world for right now until you get yourself strength enough to go back. You can still serve God and still have fun. Isolate yourself. Find a comfortable spot in your house. If you got to be in for a day or two, ain't nothing wrong with that. You giving something up. You giving something back to God. You're not going nowhere, right? But let me say this before I say this, y'all, and I really want to let y'all go. I always been like this, okay? I always love being home, okay? I just want to put that out there. Ain't nobody making me be home. I always been like this since I was young. But when you isolate yourself, it's just like you giving something back to God, okay? Once you isolate yourself, because God is going to purge you himself, okay? You ain't gonna need nobody around. Remember I told y'all, those who wasn't in the chat, I was in the bathroom when I ate the kiwi. God was purging my body. That poison out of my body, he was purging it back out. Every bits and piece that was inside of me, he purged every bit of that mess out of me. And I don't mean no vomit. When I say God twined that thing up in a ball and he makes sure it came out in a ball, that's purging is when throwing up is when you just in splatters, right? Purging is when it come out in bulks, like a bulk at one time. Another bulk just come out. Sometimes people got 3, 4, it all depends what God is doing, right? So that's what I mean. When you isolate yourself, separate yourself, and you can watch TV still, but make sure you still pray to my Father. Our Father. Make sure you pray to our Father. You don't have to pray loud. You can pray inside when you're driving your car. You giving back to him when you're doing that. You can pray when you're washing the clothes, taking a shower. And I always tell people it's better when you take showers too, when you pray to your Father, when you cleansing your body. That's the most beautiful thing you can ever do. I had a girlfriend, y'all. Her lights got turned off. In the area where I live, they'll turn you off for 2 cents. This is no lie. If you short 2 cents, your light's going off. That's how strict it is, right? So she came to my house one morning. She been like, they turned her lights off. The bill was real, real, real high, y'all. So she been like, she was crying because she had 7 head of kids and her lights been off. And she tried to talk to the lady or whatnot. The lady didn't even want to hear her. So she asked me, she said, you don't mind calling for me and talk to her? I said, well, I really don't have to call, but if you call yourself, she's going to change her mind. God tell me to tell you that. She said, she said, because I done had other people to do it. This lady will not budge. I said, you can do it yourself. She going to do it for you. So she been like, please just do. So I end up calling the lady. Me and her was talking. I be like, XYZ, she got 7 kids. I ain't even be on the phone a minute. The lady said, no problem. I'm going to send somebody to turn her lights back on for her. So me and the lady hang up. She said, how you did that and you ain't even be on the phone not even a minute? I said, girl, you got to have faith when you dealing with people. You got to have super faith, man. You can't just sit around and just be like, oh, they're not going to do it. Nah, have faith. If it take you praying to your Father and telling your Father about it, and then calling them back and having your faith, that's just what you need to do. But you got to have faith. That means you got to clear your whole mind and your heart. Because anything that's left in your heart and your mind can knock it off to where they won't do it. Once you clear your heart and your mind, it got to be empty. You can get anything basically done that you need to get done. And I said, let me show you. I said, that's how I was able to do it for you. You got to have faith. That's when faith is going to kick in. That means you allow God to take that place at that time for you. And that's why she was able to say she's sending somebody back out to turn the lights back on. Now you need to work with her. That's how it is, y'all. Isolate yourself. Get yourself together. Pray to your Father. Tell your Father whatever you're going, just talk to God about it. But I always tell people, don't think you're going to trick God now. Because if you got in your mind you're going to trick our Father, that's the worst thing you could ever do. He'll let you have your way, even if you lying. But after you done, he's going to whip your tail so bad. Because I did it one time, y'all, to see what's going to happen. He's going to whip that tail so bad. I promise you, man, you ain't going to do it no more. That's my first time ever in my life going against my Father just to see what's going to happen. I ain't did it no more. So I'm saying this to say this. I don't know who you are. Stop feeling down. Stop feeling like nobody don't love you. You know why you feel like nobody don't love you? Because you carrying that spirit on you. Sometimes you got to set that aside and say, Lord, you know what? I know you love me. If nobody don't love you, God love you. Stop feeling down. You got to uplift yourself. Let me tell you what I used to do. When I ride in my car, I turn my music on. Even if I ain't like the song, y'all, I still be dancing to it until I get myself back in the groove. Now I'm more happy now. You get what I'm saying? Like how they say, fake it to make it. That's what I did. You got to break that spirit that's holding you back in order for that goodness to override that. You get what I'm saying? When you sit and you feel down and out, feel like you ain't making it, things not going your way, play some good, not that rap stuff. I ain't talking about that. That'll put you in a whole different maze. Feel like you want to blow somebody's head off or something. I'm talking about some good old music. You get what I'm saying? From back in the day, R&B from back in the day, or country. Country do it too, make you feel good. Play your music. If you're not in tune on what's playing at that time, still get in the groove and bop to it, right? I promise you, you're going to feel yourself start changing. Once you find yourself start changing, whatever that down feeling you have, the good feeling going to start overriding it. You can't allow Satan to just take the wheel. You got to take the wheel back. That's why I'm learning, y'all. I'm learning how to use my powers God give me. I'm learning certain things to do. You get what I'm saying? Because if you allow to just sit there and allow anything to take hold of you and you're not doing nothing, you already allowed to take the wheel. Don't ever give nothing no control of your life. That's the wrong thing you could ever do. You in control of your life on how you want it to be. So when you allow other people to take your wheel, they may run in the ditch. They ain't gonna take you where you need to go. Take your own wheel back. It belongs to you. Take your happiness back. If God said He going to give you something, He going to give you just that. But you gotta have faith. You gotta clear your mind of the things that's hindering you. You know, sometimes we be thinking about just what if. God don't want us to worry about what if. God don't want us to worry about that. Because the same way God's speaking to you, He's speaking to them too. Okay. Sometimes people choose to ignore it and not talk about it. So don't ever think just what if. What if gonna be okay? You gotta do what you gotta do to get where God wants you to go. Okay. And that's the only way we're gonna, you know, get what's owed to us. That's the only way our gift gonna be and heighten even more. Let me tell y'all what I did. Now, I've always been a gifted person. I didn't need no cards or anything. I don't even know how to read tarot cards, right? I even bought me a deck one time, not the evil cards, because they got certain sections of tarot, right? They got wicked tarot, they got evil tarot, they got dark tarot, witch tarot, they got good tarot. It's so many, right? And you got to be careful when you're dealing with that tarot card thing, who to buy it from, what to look for, and everything, because you be done. That's a whole new different story, y'all. But anyway, I don't even know how to read tarot, right? The only gift I know is me sitting down with you, talking to you one on one. And I sat down, y'all. This is no lie. And that's why I tell y'all, I'm not embarrassed to tell y'all about my life. Because if I sit and lie to y'all, my father see everything. I'm not embarrassed of nothing. And we all need to start being like that. Stop being so judgmental. You know what I'm saying? And listen, we learn from each other. I don't know how to read tarot, right? So the card I had, it was like a cartoon type card. It was not evil, none of that stuff. I said, well, I don't know how to read that thing. I chunked that thing to the side. So I went in prayer to my father. I said, Lord, I know you give me a gift. I will not allow this to override that precious gift you give me when I don't even need no cards. You get what I'm saying? Sometimes the enemy will make you do things that you don't want to do. And when you done did it, you realize like, dang, I don't even need that. What I just did, the devil is a lie. Not saying it like that, y'all. I'm just saying we got to take hold of what God really got for us and stop allowing stuff to take. You get what I'm saying? If I didn't take hold and went in prayer the way I supposed to, I just give that power when I know God give me the power. Y'all get what I'm saying? If God give me the power and I was born with this power, why would I want something to... Y'all not understanding what I'm saying. Y'all ain't understanding, but don't ever let something take your wheel. Drive get your own wheel. Okay? Take hold of your own wheel. I don't have anything to hide. I know what God sent me with. And that's a beautiful thing for me to have a gift where I don't need anything. Okay. Just to put it out there. So y'all be very careful. Be careful and do what God said do, not man. That's why I'm trying to tell y'all. Sometimes we operate on man. We gotta operate on what God say. Dookie Duke say, hey, beautiful love and chat. We'll watch the replay. Thank you, Dookie Duke. I'm not gonna stay, y'all. Call up, say, hey there, hey there, dear. How are you? Betty Boop speaking to you, Dookie Duke. Betty Boop Dookie said, uh, just nosy. I want to know what Betty Boop and Carla doing. All right, Dookie. Betty Boop said, absolutely. You know what, y'all? People problem is, and the reason why I don't like hiding things, y'all, when you hide things, God starts stripping you of your gift. Okay? That's why I'm not embarrassed to tell y'all anything, because I know the place that God got me in right now. Okay? So me telling y'all something, this is a teaching moment for me, and it's a learning moment for y'all. Okay? Sometimes people will take everything as bad when you speak about it, but some of these people be the same people doing it. You get what I'm saying? But when you learn to stand in your powers that God give you, and you don't hide and shuck and jive, that's when your gift can be in heightened even more. See, the only difference between me and some, I don't have nothing to hide. I talk about the good, bad, and the ugly, baby. Because you know why? I want to grow. I want something good in life. I want to see different in life. When I get on my knees and I pray and I talk to my Father, I'm not playing about it. I'm serious. I don't have anything to hide. You know, sometimes people look at things being bad. Everything ain't always bad. How can God's people truly teach somebody something if we can't go through it first? You got to go through it. They experience something to sit and talk about it. That's life. But I don't knock nobody if they do it. I don't knock nobody. Because like I said, it's levels to everything in life. Even if you drink, it's levels in that. It's levels in smoking weed. It's levels to everything. I don't know much about weed, y'all. I did it when I was younger back in the day, but it doesn't agree with me. But I'm just saying, sometimes people so quick to judge on things when it's level to everything. Everything just about got some evil in it, right? So when I mentioned that, some people got scared because God showed me in the spirit. Some people got like, oh my God. But my thing is, you can go and sit and pay somebody and get a reading. It's the same thing. Okay. So let's not do that, y'all. We got to stop trying to judge people. Ain't nothing wrong with long as it's not the wicked one. Y'all know the wicked one. Trust me. Y'all know the difference. That's our time to learn. That's how God teach us things, give us common sense. You will know. Because it'll feel like something dark around you. That's when you know you got to tap out. That's wicked. You got to know what it is, man. Y'all got to stop being so judgmental, and you got to know. The season we are in, this our learning season. We got to learn from each other. I ain't running from nothing. I want to learn. I want to learn. Okay. I'm just saying ain't nothing wrong with it, but I'ma just use my gift that I have the way it is. You know, that's something beautiful. Doogie Doo say yes. Those negative ways will ease you. You gotta stay covered. Yes, I agree. I agree with you on that one. Oh, thank you, Betty Boop. Betty will say yes. Tracy, Doogie Doo. How you doing, Miss Tracy? Love me, Tracy Anderson. How you doing, honey? Look at Wanda in the house. Wanda in the house. Miss Wanda Clean. How you doing, sugar? Doogie talk, but she just nosy. Lord, Dookie, you'll be all right, girl. We still love you. We still love you, Dookie Doo. God is going to guide all of us, y'all. But I love each and every one of y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. Make sure you hit the like button if you can. And thank y'all for supporting me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate it. Good night, y'all.